Yes people, how we doing? So today's beat video I'm going to focus on like a really heavy 90s sound, almost like Cypress Hill kind of thing, which to make that kind of beat you've got to focus on traditional hip-hop drums. So it should have a break behind it, because it's so easy today to program your own drums and make them sound good, but really hip-hop's built on breaks, you know, so you've got to keep that traditional sound really, in my eyes, if you want to do it properly. I don't always do it myself, you know, I do like to program my drums, but really the stuff I listen to, it's all got that break behind it. So I've got a 92 BPM pattern set, and my first thing I wanted that traditional jazz sound as well. So I've got like a double bass sound here, and I've programmed a bass line in that goes like this. That's got like a drive to it, and that's important. If you listen to like Cypress Hill beats, they've got this, you know, Muggs makes this kind of like undeniable drive underneath. It makes your fucking head go like this, you know, and so I'm aiming for that. The next thing I focused on was my drums. So I needed to get myself a really nice drum break. Let me just mute that. This was the drum break that I chose. Classic sounding drum break. And then what I've done is I've ghosted some kick drums over the top of that just to give it more body, and then I've increased the bottom end on the frequencies, and so now I've got this. Just hits that bit harder. The next thing I wanted to give it more drive was this sat underneath it, so I'm just going to tap my screen, was this. A little bit of bongos. If you put them together, let me just get a little section here for you, and I'll just loop that, and then you can hear, so you've got a drum break, you've got ghosted kicks over the top to give it more oomph, and then you've got the bongos. This is what they sound like together. Fucking magic. Got that traditional feel. So let's have a look. The next thing was this. I'll just get rid of that. Sorry, 1 second. So this is an important sound, because you're not going to hear this when the tune's playing. You won't even know it's there. But it's called a warmer, and what that does is it's when you get used to mixing and mastering, you work on a very frequency based thing, and you can kind of spot gaps in it. Matt Heap, who's a producer from over Conway, he explained about this to me, and also Baby J explained it in another way, calling it warmers. And they're important things to fill these like spaces, if you will. So that's a warmer, you won't even notice it in the track. The next pattern is this one here. This one. So that's giving it that like heavy hardcore excuse me, heavy hardcore, like hard hitting piano, we're there, piano. I've programmed that in myself, that'll play alongside. Then I changed the bass line a little bit for the what I'd see as the verse part, and I've got this. Yeah. And then the last little bit to really give it that like 90s Cypress feel. Really, is this flute. Check this out. Oh, hold on. Okay. There's a little trigger drum at the beginning that comes in just before my drums hit. It just gives it that almost like prepares your mind. There's a couple of crash cymbals, and this is how you make a 90s style Cypress Hill, House of Pain, you know, Muggs-esque kind of beat. So nod your fucking heads to this. Let's go.